fresh off the heels, or should I say tails, of the Space Wolves, the Black Templars join the fray with their new updates and additions to their range. So, first of which was announced on the 16th of June, was the new Codex Supplement for the Black Templars, as well as the first of so far 2 new minis to join the range. So the cover of the Codex Supplement, there's a lot left to be desired with this cover. The art on it is not bad. It's just 4 Templars on the cover. I mean, it says what's on the cover. Black Templars are on there. And yes, I know, everyone's made the joke about it. Bottom left guy, they fucked his shit up with that cut. They really bloody did. It was so unfortunate. But yeah, it's a whatever cover. But moving on to much, much better things. The first of 2 minis announced so far for the Black Templars this year is the Crusade Ancient. As experienced veterans even among the chapter's other banner bearers, Crusade Ancients have the honor of carrying the Black Templars' most sacred icons and standards into battle. Their booming rhetoric drives their fellow Templars to acts of righteous hatred, even as bombs and bullets whistle around them, inspiring allies with feats of resilience and resolve. And what a fantastic mini this is. It looks so damn good. So you have 2 options of what to put on the banner itself. You can either have a impaled orc skull with the word Armageddon below it. If you want yours to be themed around Black Templars having fought or currently fighting in Armageddon, or you could have it as a shield, a blank shield. You can put your own heraldry. So if you have your own company for the Black Templars, or you're going with a Black Templar inspired army, you can just paint your own symbols, paint your own emblems, heraldry, all of that. I think that's great. But of the 2 options, I do like the Orc Skull one. It calls to me. It really does. I think that looks so damn good. Then the second mini so far that was just announced on the 23rd of June, a week after the initial ones, is the Execrator. It is the divine duty of the Execrators to ensure that Black Templars' holy vows are fulfilled in battle, inspiring comrades with their own feats of martial prowess. They are often the first through the breach and the last to fall, terrifying enemies with the sheer brutality of their assaults and spurring allies to join them in the melee. So, again, chef's kiss. Bloody amazing looking mini. So, you have multiple different, for both arms, there are 2 to 3 different options. The Iron Halo, I believe it's called, on the backpack can be swapped out for a essentially a cross with some tabard, some sheets flowing off from it. There is an actual name. I'm blanking on it. It is almost 10 p.m. I'm still a bit jet lagged from my flight, so I do apologize if I'm not getting the names correct on these items and equipment. So yeah, for the Crozius, I believe it's called, there are 2 different options, and then for the left or right arm, depending on how you're looking at it, there are 2 different weapon options, a sidearm and a sword, and then the third option is just holding I assume a relic or reliquary. And then you also have 2 different helmet options. You have the typical skull chaplain helmet, which I think really looks really cool. Almost, the helmet itself kind of looks like it's Lamarty's helmet, but with the mouth shut. It's Lamarty's helmet with the joke of he's got a gag in his mouth. So it really does kind of just look like Lamarty's, shut your mouth. And then just a standard helmetless option for the other head. Yeah, so far Black Templars, what we've gotten, look fantastic. Is this it? Don't know. For me, having when I got into Warhammer and looked at all the ranges, what was available, Black Templars are one of those ones where I feel like, and I think even when I talked about like when they announced like what was potentially coming out later in the year, I think it was an LVO or Adepticon. Black Templars are one of the ones where I feel like you don't really need anything more. It feels like a range where it's fine, kind of fine where it is, just from looking from the outside. So there was a bit of a like, okay, they're getting something, sure. It's very like Death Guard, where it's like I don't think they need any more, but okay. But so far from what they've gotten, it looks great. But yeah, I'm not much of a Black Templar fan, so I can't really think of like, oh, I would like to see this represented on the tabletop as a mini or something. So I wouldn't really know where to begin of like what else could they add. I just want better Blood Angel minis. Half of that update from last year was good. The other half wasn't. So yeah. And like, speaking of that, I feel like after the Blood Angels, I don't know if someone in Games Workshop was like, yeah, a lot of people weren't happy about this Space Marine release, or they're only half happy about it. So let's make sure when we're doing the next lot of Space Marine stuff, they have to be good. So that's why the Space Wolf stuff has been looking pretty damn good. And so far the Black Templar stuff has been looking pretty damn good as well. So who knows? Maybe we've still got, was it Salamanders, and was Imperial Fists one of them? I know Salamanders was definitely one from the what's coming out later in the future. And then there was the teaser, which everyone pointed out was it was a Raven Guard Reaver, so obviously Raven Guard is getting something in the future as well. So it's interesting to see what we could get from those chapters as well, because they do feel like they are chapters that definitely need more kind of unique units for their range, since you just have to just grab Space Marines and then paint them green or yellow or black, but not Iron Hands black, but black for the Raven Guard, so maybe Corvus black. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What are your thoughts on these Black Templar releases so far? Leave them in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Catch ya.